Radio. Time to listen in to your host, Sonic Nova. Coming at you live from Spreaker Internet Radio, where we put a new spin on spiritual development and paranormal activities.
Welcome, everybody. I've got Kim and I've got Wings of Topaz Amber with me today. And we are going to do a continuance of the last show that we did last week, which is continuance of using the quantum field part 3 as per my dear friend Kim's request. To continue building the container, we're going to continue building the quantum container. And what we're working on is geomance changing, which means that we're changing the ley lines and introducing new energy into the ley lines of the Earth, especially on the west coast, on the East Coast. So I was asked last week to do this, and I said, why don't we do it on the show? So Kim, floor's yours. Evil? Yeah, like, right. For what, Kimmy, can I ask you for what purpose he would be using that power of that line, of that ley line? Great. Okay. Yep. Okay. So our goal today, so we get Wings of Topaz Amber up to speed, is what's the purpose of us getting together today and gathering. What would you like the purpose to be, and what what were you envisioning? Uh-huh. Right. Okay, and is it only him that's gonna be there, or is it gonna be a group of his little group of satanic buddies? You know, it's gonna be probably a whole group, right? Well, Philadelphia experiment, right? There was a lot of experiments, like Montauk experiments and those kind of experiments that happened there. So, yeah, so I'm sure it's connected to that. Okay. Okay. Great. So are you with us, Wings? So, you know, Wings is really great intuitive, and she has a lot of, like, insight. So how do you guys think that we can make this happen? How do you think that we can create a protective field around the ley lines so that when they get there, they cannot access it? Go ahead. Uh-huh. Hold on, Kim. Hold on. Okay, Kim's gonna respond to you. So, Kim, does the earthquake have anything to do with them messing with the ley lines? No, right? Ley lines are just energetic. They're like almost like a. Go ahead. Okay. Which evidently they have, because there hasn't been any massive earthquake, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Like they'll try to set up an atom bomb or some kind of a bomb like they did with what's it called, with Fukushima, right? Something like that. Right. Yeah, no, that's okay. Right. Sound bombs that cause that kind of problem. So we're asking for so one of the things that, I hope that answers your question, Wings, regarding the ley lines, but I think what Kim is referring to, the ley lines on the East Coast, that basically the Pope is going to come and they're going to do their satanic black magic crap that they always do to try and put something into motion that's not for the present moment but for the future. Because they always work that way. It's not really like they come and do these things and it's for like the now moment. It's more like they're setting it into motion so that, I don't know, a year, 5 years, 20 years, whatever it is, then it starts to occur. Because their methods are to do it, because they're guided by ETs, which hopefully they're not anymore, to come in and do those things over a period. So it takes a long time, like you were saying, Kim, that would take hundreds of thousands of people to come together that would actually put that into the ley line where there would be a huge earthquake. I doubt it. They don't have that many agents. There's not that many remote viewers or psychics or people that have those abilities to be able to do that. The only way they can do that is with their sonic technology, or with bombs, where they would actually go into like the San Andreas Fault in the ocean and set off and detonate something, to cause that huge earthquake that they're hoping to happen. But then we have our ET friends that go and dismantle their crap, as soon as they try to put it up. That's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Right. Exactly. So it sounds to me like we have a lot of us working together in the quantum field in all sorts of ways to thwart their efforts, their agenda, and that we're now coming in together is like what they used to, the Native American Indians called the rainbow tribe, which is all colors of races of people that, are aligning now, and it doesn't matter. We designate ourselves and define ourselves by who we are, not the color of our skin. Okay, so cool. So I guess what our goal is with building this quantum field, and let's have hopefully people in the audience that are listening to us, and we do have quite a few people in the audience, to come along with us on this ride and actually start supporting this process of coming together with us, either in the now moment when we're creating this radio show, or afterwards when you listen to it, for you guys to also participate in continuing to build this quantum field that we didn't actually close last time when I did the show last time. We left it open, and we're continuing to leave it open, and we did one off of the air, not on air, that was a private one, and we have left that container, if you like, permeable to us, for us to come in, and we have a lot of beings there. So I'm going to ask Wings who do you see that's in the field with us now that's starting to co-create, like thwarting, if you like, what the Pope and his black magicians are wanting to do with the ley lines on the East Coast? Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And what is he doing, or how is he participating with us? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is he assisting us and supporting us in shifting, you know, the quantum field so that they cannot permeate or affect the ley lines the way they would like to do, to cause havoc and cause fear, so people, okay, so people become like their little slaves? Okay. Okay. So like we're doing right now is basically what, you know, the work that we're doing, that the shamans are doing, that all the light workers are doing. Okay. To fall into place how? Sorry to interrupt you. Okay. Great. 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 Awesome. Okay. Alright, so Miss Kimmy, just like we did last time, who do you see? I see like a huge amount of beings, you know, in our container that were there last time and more coming. So that to me is a very powerful sign. So what do you... Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Cool. So we have like the divas of the earth realms, I would call it, because they're stone, right? Anything that has to do with the earth, whether it's a hard stone or it's soft sand or whatever. We have the diva of the water, right? We have divas of we have the divas of the air, the ether. So we have all of the elemental divas are here. And what we're going to do in this container is basically we're going to protect and we're going to create a protective layer. And I would like to add something to that. I'd like to add that I'm going to be a little bit mischievous here. So what I'd like to do is for us to add to the quantum field that when these black magicians, because that's what they are, the Pope, and they do their satanic rituals on the ley lines, that instead of it affecting the ley lines, that it affects them. I would like to put like a mirror kind of protective layer on the ley lines. So whatever they put onto the ley lines, it gets reflected back to them. And it affects them instead of affecting humanity. What's that? Yeah, you heard the fairies talking? Like, they're talking in my ear and telling me how to go about doing this, and they're... Yeah, totally. I'm like, okay, well, let's give them their medicine back, you know? Never mess with a fairy, because, man, you try... What's that, Kim? You're right. You got it. So what I want to do is I want to follow, like, and Kim, you know, after the show, we'll send Wings the videos that you sent me. I'll Skype them to you, so you could listen to them and you could see. But what it is like the ley lines look like, geometrically speaking, they kind of look like an octagon, like an 8-sided circle, right? And of what I recall, and also like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create, like, I'd like us to visualize and put this octagon in our quantum field, in our container right now, and put overlayer it, okay, like if we had a mirror, you know, like the paint that they put on glass to make it look like a mirror. I'd like for us to do that. Like a what? Mm-hmm. Like a silver coating. Yeah, like a silver coating. So that, you know, what I'd like us to do is to put it on all of that octagon. And paint it on the edges and on the inside of it and all the way around it, and leave it there. Like, just leave it there. So whoever comes in, like, if there's beings that are shamans that are working positively, obviously, and infecting the field with positivity, great. It goes into the ley lines. But for those that want to cause harm to others, harm to self, misuse the energy. I'd like for it to actually have the effect of, that they speak or whatever they're going to do, and they stick their sticks or whatever they do, and that instead of it sticking into the octagon, and instead of it going into the field that they're trying to create, that it actually bounces back on them. So, like we've been thwarting them at every level, with all the stuff that they're trying to do, and all the government, all the things that they're trying to prevent us from being free. To put that mirror spell on the actual ley line itself that creates an octagon, so that gets put back on them. And I'm seeing all the fairies right now. Seriously, it's like I'm seeing all the fairies are going to all the different points of these ley lines and make the octagon, and they're actually putting their fairy dust literally into this it looks like a lake almost, that's going to be reflected back to them. So I'm going to ask all the beings that are inside of the container to assist us with this process of creating a very powerful magical circle, if you like. That's the octagon, where whatever negativity gets reflected back to those that cause that negativity, and that they get exposed, that they're even more exposed than they were before, and that they get exposed immediately. How about that? Tricky. So I don't know if you guys see other beings that are assisting in this process of creating this container and creating the container for actually this area of ley lines that create an octagon, an 8-pointed, or not an 8-pointed star, but more like an 8 sticks that make a circle, sort of a circle. I want us to kind of visualize that their negativity that they put into it, actually we're going to embed the flower of life onto the whole thing, so that any negativity that they try to embed into it actually gets transmuted and the opposite effect occurs. Anything else? And yeah, so anything else you guys want to add? I'm being guided here to add these different components to our magic spell that we're laying before they come and overlay theirs. Wings or Kim? That's okay. Yeah, I'm asking. No, I'm asking. I'm asking you if you see anything else, or if you want to add anything to the container and add anything to protecting these ley lines. Go for it. That's awesome. That's great. That's great. Love it. Anything? Okay. So they're helping stabilize the whole thing, right? Okay. Great. And I just found out who was giving me all this guidance, and it's Archangel Metatron. who is the Metatron is the creator of basically sacred geometry. So he's with us as well. And he's at the center of the ley lines. He literally is physically at the center of the ley lines and reconnecting everything and reconfiguring everything so that Metatron. I don't know. He may have. They are awesome. So he's actually, like, what I saw him do is stand in the center and like maybe he did flip it or somehow created some kind of a field that is like electric. And at the same time, I see lots of like striations, like a flower of life. And I do see like a yantra almost. What's that? Like, yeah, and it's actually like, the Hindus have what they call yantras, which is like mandalas, where they have lots of they basically have lots of different triangles within triangles, and I'm seeing him do this like in layers, which is really amazing. That is definitely Metatron that does that kind of work. So he's embedding some new kind of technology that he's been using into the literally the ley lines and all that, so that when they come and try and use the ley lines or misuse, should we say, and miscreate, they're gonna get a big surprise. I don't know what it is because he won't share that with me, but he's definitely changing, literally physically changing the ley lines at this point in time. So that's pretty awesome. So we have some pretty heavy duty archangels here with us, and a lot of other Andromedans and other beings that are in the field that are assisting in this process right now, which is awesome. So, and I just got somebody who's saying, ask and you shall receive. So I'm like going, yep, we'd like to receive this. What are you... Right. It's like it's an upliftment, right? What do you see, Wings? Wow. Okay. Like shockwaves. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. That's beautiful. How about you? Kimmy, go ahead. You want to go outside? You there, guys? Okay, cool. So what were you saying that you saw there, Kimmy, that you were like putting into the field? Okay. Love it. Wow. That's awesome. So it's really shifting the energy now, right, guys? Like it's really, really... That's awesome, because Kimmy lists... Wow. Awesome. So you were saying, Amber, that you feel like it's going to calm down the energy, basically, that what we're doing, because I still see, like Metatron, as we've been talking, he's kind of giggling because he's still working the field. He's still building it, you guys, which is so cool. Like, I still see him doing his quantum physics things that he's doing, because he's like the master of quantum physics, you know. So he just keeps building that. He's just continuing to shift and change the container, which is really trippy. It is awesome. I agree. I totally agree. Wow, so cool. So it's time for us to like liberate the planet and liberate ourselves. And it appears to me that very significantly we do have the higher beings that are wanting, you know, are aligning with us, I should say. You know, which is really cool. So hopefully. Oh, I agree. Yeah, no, I agree. That's why they love that we're doing this work. Right. Well, it's not just that we're asking, right? We're inviting. We're literally like doing this. We're not just asking. We're actually doing it by creating the container, you know, right? Yes. Yes. Exactly. So, anything you see as well, Wings, that you want to share besides this? Just like as in kind of how you feel and what you see that is being built here, and how, you know, it's almost like I feel like it's going to create a resonance frequency that is actually not going to be felt only in the U.S., but it's going to be felt globally. And if at the same time we can work on other places, other ley lines, and have our friends that are assisting us here in the quantum field simultaneously work on the other areas that are pretty dark in other parts of the planet. Because this area that we're working on was a very dark area, and I think that's why they were going to use it, you know, to their advantage, if that makes sense. What's that? Yes. Yep. So, wow, that was weird. What I just heard on the call. All right. Let's see what we can what else we can put into the quantum field, and hopefully I don't want to let's see if I can get Amber back on. that's okay. Okay, cool. So, so let's see what else do you guys want to put into the container? And in the meantime, while we come up with that, I'm gonna play this for everybody. So, this is for all the angels that are helping us bring lightning and thunder. And what about any other beings that you guys see, or any other ETs, or any other? Because I know there's a lot of other tribes, shall we, star tribes, that are anxious for our evolution and for us to not go into self-destruction and all that. So, do you guys see anyone else other than the Andromedans? Is it the Pleiadians? Is it? Oh, they're Pashats. Wow, awesome. Awesome. Okay. So they're definitely here with us then, and assisting in this process. Okay. How do you pronounce what? Like a star tribes, you mean? Oh, they're called lions. Yeah, that's what Kim said. Nice. They're usually called the Pashats. Awesome, because they're warrior kind of, you know, positive, not negative warriors, you know, not death, destruction, but the opposite. So they're here with us too. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, and I totally see like a revolving door where some are leaving, some of the helpers that did their part are leaving, and then more are coming in. It's almost like a stadium that's getting filled up with all sorts of beings. You guys see that as well? Awesome. Okay. Anything else you guys want to share that you see? I know. You're so cute. Yeah. We are live. Yeah. Yep. They're doing it with us. Awesome. Uh-huh. Yep. So we're all coming together. Great. That's awesome. Woohoo! Yeah, and there's more that are going to come and listen to it, you know, in the near future as well, is my sense. The what? The galaxy, the spider galaxy beings are here as well? Awesome. Okay. That's awesome, because in ancient traditions, the spider beings actually, as some of the Native American Indians say, the spider actually wove its web of creation. So, you know, that's like the spider galaxy beings being here is pretty awesome. So, what else do you guys see? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Awesome. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Wow. Yeah, and there's a lot of like starships that I see that are like coming in and out of our sun. You know, big starships that are bigger actually than this Earth, that are like gathering or that are gathering around the Earth and helping Metatron and helping all the beings and helping us in actually. I'm literally, this is what I'm seeing, you guys. It's really trippy. I'm actually seeing like the center of it was this ley line. And it's fractaling out to the entire planet and outside of the entire planet. It almost feels like it's like the star, a Star of David, or you know, a six-pointed star that's actually fractaling out like overlayered on that. And I'm not, basically, because I'm so dyslexic, not a mathematician, but what I'm seeing is like the flower of life that's just going and expanding to all these starships are actually gathering around the Earth, you know, not close by obviously, and it's actually pulling this almost like a spider web that's like a flower of life that's actually being mantled over the Earth. So they're actually helping us with the ley lines on a global basis, not just, you know, here, but everywhere to shift the frequency. So, wow, this is like, yeah, this is profound. The work that, doesn't it? Like it's being cleaned or purified or something. It's just really amazing. Wow. How about you, Amber? Woohoo! Yeah, that's awesome. You know, and they appreciate that we're posting this and then we're going to put this out into the field because it's so important for people to get this. So if you all can imagine like a Star of David that then turns into the flower of life, that then it turns into like a spider web, you know, that gets connected to all the points in all the stars, and all these basically toroidal, like what do I want to call it? Starships that are surrounding the Earth and changing the dynamic of it. And they're saying that we're doing it in such a positive way, that we're not doing it by trying to harm others or hurt the ones that are trying to hurt us and perpetuating that war. You know, that they're saying that this is what they've been waiting for. And that, you know, we are the ones we've been waiting for. What's that?
I got that really strong. I'm like, what the crap, they're finally doing it, you know?
Right, exactly. But they're assisting us. It's like we just have to open the field and request, you know, and bring them forth so that they could come through and assist us in this unfolding process. You know, and they're saying that it is going to be an unfolding process. Go ahead, Amber. Do you see it inside or outside the Earth? Okay, like from one of the spaceships, or kind of where do you see the other crystal? Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Mhm. Right. They are. And they actually also are retainers of memory, because they use them for computers, obviously. So maybe that's why I was asking you if you kind of felt are they like shifting the frequency of the crystals that are within the earth with the crystal that you see outside of the earth, that they're reprogramming the crystals, or what do you see, Amber? Because you saw it, so, or what do you sense? Mm-hmm. What do you think, Kim? Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Go ahead, Amber. Oh yeah. Yeah. I really get that now we really have connected all the dots with our family, like our star family, and now they know that we are literally working it, and working the field and embedding it, so that, those who want to cause harm to others or to self, they end up, hopefully learning their lesson, and that they're no longer will they be sustained in terms of continuing to cause harms to others and benefiting from that. So I really feel like this whole circle and creation of this quantum field that we've created and are co-creating with our star family and everybody here, the divas, all the elementals divas, all of the angelic realm, all of the etheric realm, which is all the angelic realm, not the angelic realm, I mean the fairy realm, that we're all participating here, and it's amazing. Mm-hmm. It definitely is, yeah. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue. Like, they really like the idea that we made it like a safe continuance, because then the energy can build. You know, that on the quantum field and the container that we've created, they really love that. You know, we were intuitive enough last time to realize not to close the container down and restart over again, because then you have to build on that energy. So what I'm getting from Metatron is, he said, just let it roll, you know, let it roll. And we have enough support now that whatever negative energies would try to come and intercept can't intercept us anymore, because we've actually, like, I'm literally seeing it like all the dots are being connected now. All the dots that were on Earth, that were dormant, that they were suppressed, are now being connected. And I'm being asked to permit, you know, with you guys and everybody, to allow the field to just have a life of its own and expand itself however it's going to do. You know, that now that we've created the field, we've created the container in the field, now to let it expand itself and grow into, you know, basically what we're wanting and desiring is to have somewhat of a utopia on Earth, because we've had so much war and destruction and annihilation and all that, that it's definitely time for it to shift itself, you know, to actually become that beautiful star planet that it was designed to be originally, is what I'm being told. So I just have, you know, and I haven't had contact with Commander, the Ashtar Command. They're here as well. And the real one, not the fake one, because I was overtaken by the fake one. And I just saw that they're like so excited that we're doing this, and that they want to participate, you know, in the creation of this and the continuance of this. And that the more we do this, the more, you know, they were just showing me like our state of mind is so important, and where we're at energetically with ourselves is so important, because that's what creates the field. You know, and they said, you know, last week you had a good, you had a good, like, a good dose and a good lesson in, you know, having negative thoughts and what that was creating. And that our thoughts now are at the speed, like the speed of our thoughts is becoming equalized with the speed of creating things. So we really have to mind our thoughts and what we want to put into the container in the field to create, because that's what's going to outpicture itself, and that's what they're telling me. So they kind of gave me a really strong lesson last week when I was freaking out about not having enough clients and having to work where I don't want to work, and all of a sudden it's like they sent me clients, and they sent me, and now it's like, you know, once I opened up and I released that energy and I was able to accept it, it just came pouring in. So they're saying the same effect is going to happen here with what we're doing with the container, and that they're super excited about our evolution. Anything you ladies would like to add? Oh yeah, we are actually a tube torus. Each individual being is not just one tube torus. We're like a tube torus within a tube torus within a tube torus. It's like, you know, infinitum, literally, you know. So I agree with you, you know, that's we're such powerful beings, and we allowed, you know, and I'm going to put the positive spin on this. We allowed the beings that are currently controlling the planet, we permitted them to do all this so that they could remind us of who we really are and our power that we really truly have within us. And as each one of us wakes up to that, and wakes up to our inner power, and that we're a whole universe unto ourselves in a tube torus, and we carry a tremendous amount of frequency that can transmute the planet, you know, in a beneficial way, the more and more we'll wake up to that fact and realize that they don't need a religion. They don't need a hierarchy, you know, that the time for us to become sovereign and to really step into our power like we did last time, that's what they're guiding me to again, you know. And they're also giving me a little bit of guidance of the solar flares that I've been having, hot flashes that I've been having, that a lot of them are Again, they're reminding me that it's a burning of the old and a reawakening of the cells, a sparking of the cells, so that we can be the navigators, kind of like in Dune, you know, where we become the star navigators. Because that's truly what each of us have as a potential seed within us. Go ahead, Kim. Were you going to say something? Right. Right. Yeah, that's awesome. How about you, Amber? Anything else you'd like to add, or, you know, have we done our work? Yeah. Oh. Oh, awesome. Awesome. You know, and let's keep this, like, just to remember, you know, that the people that are the beings that are here, that are in people's bodies or human bodies, that are anonymous, that are helping along this whole process, you know, I take my hat off to them, because they don't need to have that, you know, somebody patting them on the back and going, good work, good job. You know, it's like they're right. They just do it. They do it because they know that, you know, that's our birthright, and that's actually, we came here as stewards, you know, and that's their primary objective, is to be stewards and to protect the unprotected and protect the earth and shift it from total annihilation and destruction, and having what the scientists are calling the sixth extinction of the earth and of the people and of the animals and all that, and turning that around. So I feel like we built this, this container is recreating something and dropping something that there's going to be a lot of positive surprises for us, and a lot of shocking surprises for the controllers that are, you know, that have pretty much devastated the planet, you know. So I see a lot of changes happening that, you know, were unforeseen, or that they didn't think that could happen, and now they're happening. So cool. So on that, I'm going to play this Dune, which is about us waking up, you know, to our powers. So here it is.
Your time has come. A storm is coming. Our storm. And when it arrives, it will shake the universe. Emperor! We come for you!
That's pretty cool. That says it all. So I just heard that we're empowered now to create, like, rainstorms, and to bring in, like, to align with the earth, and to really start shifting the frequency of our connection to the elements and to everything, into a more cohesive and collaborative balance, you know, which is basically as stewards, that's what we have come here to do. So they're basically, you know, I just got that, you know, continue doing this work. Let's continue meeting and building the quantum field, and building building upon this container that we've created, and we're gonna end the show here pretty quick. But if you guys have anything else that you want to add before we end the show, we leave the container open, and we allow, for whatever is going to unfold in a beautiful way for the whole planet and all of the beings that are really wanting their freedom from the old paradigm on this planet. Anything you guys want to share? Neat. Ooh. Cool. All right. How about you, Kimmy? Right. Awesome. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to bring my friend Yoda, and soon after that, we'll close it with the closing statement for the show.
For my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings, Zoe, not this crude matter.
So with that, we thank everybody. I'm going to play the last part of the show, and look forward to having more of these kind of shows every week. Thank you very much, Amber and Kim, for participating right in the show. I so appreciate you guys and love you guys, and I'm glad. And we're going to leave the container open as Metatron has requested, and all these other beings, and they said that they would protect it from any kind of incursion. So we'll just trust in that, and trust in leaving the container open and keeping it expanding and growing. So with that, we thank everybody. Have a great night, and come back again next week, same time.
Is a live, interactive internet radio show where we explore our multidimensional, true and divine nature. Here is where we enlighten and brighten your lives with all sorts of amazing, inspirational, and eye-opening information, from the occult to the extraordinary.